Well, we're already into the ban and protect phase, as you can see here on our screen. Both players taking their sweet old time to try to see, this is what we're seeing more and more often. As the bans become a little bit more consistent, they want to feel out their opponent, try to force them into banning those normal ones so that the other squad, your squad, can get a little bit more free with what bans they go into, and off the start, it's Overclock and High Caliber off the board.
Yeah, TP goes after Overclock. It's going to be Gunjar taking out High Caliber, so already one of the more common attachments we see banned out.
Yep.
TK choosing to use one of their bans over that. It's going to be the flashbang follow-up from Aches, so kind of Envy. They have a similar game plan to the Optic Gaming, to the Rise Nations of the World League.
Follow on through. Envy still with that other tactical on the board. Will JCap elect to be the one to ban that one on out? Also, between these two squads, do you see them as being teams that ban kinetic armor, like some other teams?
I think if one team does ban it, I think it's probably going to be Envy.
Okay.
Maybe they go after kinetic. I think you get a player, like Sharp or Nezel to use kinetic armor. It's going to help them a lot.
All right, well, as we continue to push on through, active camo ban out of Sharp. It's Neslo and Slasher, the final two protection bans for these teams. You expect it to be two bans as we follow on
Rapid
through.
Fire still in?
Rapid Fire is still available. That's
Never
now
mind.
taken off the table by Neslo. And finally, Slasher to close things out. He'll go with the MR6. Actually pretty surprised to see that one, as I haven't seen TK as a squad that uses that secondary pistol too often.
Envy either. I mean, for the most part, TK, they don't really like those secondary pistols. I mean, sure, they'll use them just because they're available. But something like the MR6, I mean, sure, you see it a lot between the European players, especially Infused. Over here in North America, like maybe somebody like Parasite or Nagafen really can make use of that pistol.
Oh, definitely. And the Annihilator grabbed by Looney. No big surprise there. Or Looney, Theory. Why did I say Looney? I'm not sure why I said Looney. I think it's because we were just casting him. Aches with the sight. I love he said Looney's not in this game. You helped me out there, Revan. Sharp with the kinetic armor. It's been a long day casting, some crazy moments. As we follow on through with the specialist wrap, JCap with the Annihilator. You think Heatwave is going to be grabbed?
Yeah, why not?
All right. I mean, I trust you.
In terms of Slasher, yeah, he's going to go after kinetic armor whenever that specialist ability is available. You got to pick it up, and somebody like Slasher could definitely put it to good use. I mean,
sure.
It's good when you're trying to break a hard point. It's good when you're trying to hold on to a position. Kinetic armor, one of the best specialists out there.
It is scary what you can do with it. We saw it even in that last Search and Destroy
on
Hunted. Scump, yeah, he is the #1 player when it comes to mind with that specialist. And what's funny is some players, like Enable earlier on in the game, it was all about like the Heat Wave. He's kind of moved out of that role a little bit. They've switched things around. He still uses it a lot.
Yeah.
But Scump, more than anyone, is like, you see kinetic armor, you think of Scump. Scump is the player to watch with that specialist. Are there any others that really come to mind? Yes, you can mention Enable, Heat Wave.
I mean, kind of like Fears and Sender with the Annihilator.
Yep.
I mean, Gunjar pulls out the Annihilator from time to time. You think of maybe somebody like Chino with the Scythe. I mean, Aches with the Scythe as well. So I think the kind of slayers of the teams, you associate them with like the specialist weapons.
Absolutely. Well, as we begin to load through this create a class process, this is our final match of the week. Biggest surprise for you through week 6 of the Call of Duty World League North America?
I think CLG, they're looking pretty good, man.
Okay.
They had a realistic opportunity to take down Optic Gaming. They won their match last night on day 1 of the week, and they're really starting to turn things around. I think they're starting to figure out how to play with their new 4th. They're starting to kind of...
Perplex was looking good tonight, man.
Yeah.
He had some struggles at times, but for the most part, more than held his own. Fringe Hardpoint to be the map between TK and Envy to kick off our final matchup of the night. Revan, predictions for this one. Do Envy take map 1?
Yeah, it's tough to bet against Envy here in the Hardpoint. But I think even if TK lose the following Search and Destroy, I think Uplink and CTF are certainly game modes where TK can come back into the series and try to force that game 5. So, I like I was saying, tough to bet against Envy. Their slaying power here. Who's going to answer it from TK? We were looking at Gunjar. Maybe Theory brings out kind of like the secondary assault rifle for TK and tries to help out Gunjar. Remains to be seen.
I don't even know at this point. I can't remember the last time TK won a Hardpoint when I was casting them.
I don't remember like many individual maps. I mean, they could have won one recently, but nothing that comes to mind. But for the most part, this TK squad, it is no secret that they have been struggling. Talking to Nezo a little bit, he thinks they need to switch up their roles, maybe kind of rediscover themselves as players.
He's got the AR on right now.
Good theory?
Neslo.
Neslo, okay. That's good. I mean, Neslo's kind of like that player that can fill in gaps where need be. But I want to start things off with Slasher.
Off the start, Slasher's going to win that first engagement down to Goonjar, and he's already pushed up the middle map, and that's 3 headshots for EnVy. Oh, 4 dead for TK in just 7 seconds.
All right, so EnVy, they're going to be able to establish themselves on the map. Slasher finds one over near L, just like that. 2 fall for EnVy as TK starting to push forward, but you got JCap and TP working right next to each other to shut down that push from TK. Turning around, it's going to be JCap, but he pretty much trades the kill with Sharp. Aches is there as well, he's making his way behind enemy lines, can certainly do some damage here. He's going to spot 2 inside the hardpoint, 1 going over near Bricks. It's going to be Sharp looking for the second inside the hardpoint as he gets cleaned up from behind by Theory.
I believe this is a 3 AR setup right now by both squads, as Aches, Slasher, and JCap are all running them for their team. TP has that BMP. The final 10 seconds of this hard point look like they're going to go over to EnVy unless this player for TK can get the kill, and Neslo does. Off the rotation, TK already in position. Aches waiting for his teammates as they begin to flood this auto side.
Yeah, you got to wait for JCap. You definitely don't want to be flooding kind of through that bridge doors. We switch over to Goonjar. TK, they're starting to battle back into this game. Of course, still very early on, but right now they're maintaining control of the Junkyard hardpoint. You see EnVy trying to set up to break. 1 player in Bricks. The other 3 come through the back alley. Oh no, Goonjar goes to the reload at the wrong moment. Sharp does pick up the kill. Kill's starting to be traded by both these teams. JCap falls. Aches is there to pick up the kill though, as Neslo watching as his teammates fall from the tin window. He responds with taking down Aches, and here come the Some Texas. 3 fall for Team EnVyUs as TK battle back and take control once again.
Neslo with the AR getting the job done. Currently 5-3. TK can't take their first lead of the game, and Neslo's not missing right now. The headshot on Aches. It takes 2 EnVy players to finally get him off the map. They'll rotate towards Granny's, and they're already set up for this next hard point. Goonjar pushed all the way up into rails right now.
Yeah, that's fine for him to be there. Sharp needs to make at least one of these kills, and he does. He takes down JCap. At least he spots the information where the second player's coming from. Theory, bit of a weird position to watch Tin from, but he's going to push him with the RK5. He gets cleaned up. Is anybody here to watch that position? No, so EnVy, they're going to be able to flood out, fight for control of the spawns here near the back silos, and they have control of the hard point.
Goonjar furthest back for Team Kaliber. Both EnVy and TK spawning near the rails and second hardpoint side of the map, but it looks like TK have gotten the better of that engagement. Still down by 20, but they've got Heatwave in the hands of Neslo. He's watching over middle map with the AR as he continues to keep his streak alive.
All right, looking out through the front window, we'll spot 1 player over near L. You know, making his way.
Oh.
What do you think of the dart? So this is not the first time we've seen a player choose to have the dart equipped for hardpoint.
I will almost never agree with a dart being used in respawn game mode, unless it's maybe CTF because it's more slow. Outside of that, the only thing I want to see you controlling is really a Cerberus inside of a hardpoint.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. Do not like the dart, especially in a game mode like Hardpoint where, you know, if you die, you just respawn less than a second later. As Goonjar locking on to time for the team, Team Kaliber. Right now, they have around an 18-point lead. We'll go up to 20 as time starts to wind down. It's all about the next hardpoint over here near track.
And TK leading right now doesn't surprise me when they're getting the kills like they are at the moment. The last, what, 7, 8 kills have been all TK. They were on a combined 9 streak.
Kinetic armor?
That's what it's all about. As Sharp pops kinetic armor, not going to get anything done with that specialist, and he really only has Neslo there to follow him up. Goonjar did just spawn back in. Neslo doing all he can to stay alive, gets flanked up by 2 of the submachine gun players from EnVy, and now it's Slasher's turn to pop kinetic armor himself. He floods on through, gets the second. No, Goonjar does take him down. EnVy trying to regain control of this game. They're still down by 10.
TK, they're doing a much better job today of just playing as a team. I mean, you know, the old TK, you know, up that spawn over near the globe, like as soon as one person spawned up, they probably would have ran to the hard point. This time around, they slow it down a little bit. They wait, you know, the 3-4 seconds it takes for everyone to group up and push together as a team. Although it will be EnVy kind of solidifying their position here over near rails, and they're going to get the final seconds. I like maybe a rejuvenated TK scene, but
Slasher, please! There's children watching!
Yeah, EnVy's starting to heat up once again, but still a very close game.
Ridiculous shots from Slasher as he just single-handedly mopped up any TK player in middle street. Now Aches from top barn looking to rain down shots from the power position. TK doing what they can to regain some middle map control. Theory, he's pulled out the golden gun. The Annihilator is ready to go as it looks like TK have won the middle map engagements.
Yeah, and Goonjar, I didn't even notice that he earned himself some streaks as Theory trying to find some more kills with this Annihilator. He's the last one alive. He will get taken down from behind. It's going to be TP picking up that kill as he looks to solidify his position inside the hardpoint. Those on that trophy system already
Goonjar's
going
lightning.
to work. And 3 go down.
Here comes the lightning from Goonjar.
The lightning gets called in. Forces these players outside. The hardpoint will pick up the kill onto TP. And TK, they're keeping this to within 20, but it's all about the rotation to the next hardpoint. As you see TK, they're going to be spawning up over near Tin as well as Barn. Neslo, he's got some important kills to make here, and he gets
nice
taken down by JCap.
JCap with the big kill on rotation. An Annihilator ready to go in his back pocket. Aches has the Scythe primed, hidden underneath his metal armor of the Reaper. Aches just staying alive inside bricks, and oh, here it comes. You thought he was raining down shots from top Barn. Well, now he's got the Scythe ready. Heatwave not going to connect with any player. Aches follows up, gets 2 kills. One more person inside of Tin. He might just turn and burn on him with the Scythe, and as I say, that Goon gets the better of him there from close range.
Man, that's got to be frustrating when you have teammates right behind you to kind of watch that as he deploys his Heatwave, takes down Theory. JCap now with the Annihilator inside the hardpoint. He's watching bricks, he's watching back alley.
EnVy run away with this game.
Yeah, they push out through 10. They're going to try to solidify their position over near Grandma's. That's where the next hardpoint is going to be, and now they're really starting to build themselves a lead as they go up by 60 points.
JCap finds one. JCap spots a second right above him.
He knows exactly where he is.
JCap just whiffs the second shot, whiffs his third shot. He's getting challenged from behind that truck. Won't win the engagement. TP's already inside the next hardpoint, though, as EnVy will keep their lead by about 50 seconds.
Break. They got some position here. You're fighting for control of the spawns. EnVy pushing through auto, but that's a rough spawn for Theory. As TP just watching bottom Grandma's stairs. When it comes to chaining kills together, that's where EnVy are winning this game right now.
I mean, when do you kind of begin to think of when it's time to pull out the Scythe for Goonjar? And as I say that, he actually does pull it out from middle bricks. He finds one kill near that top cardboard wall. But yes, it's great that you have this out, but you're not getting anything done for your squad at the moment. He's getting shot through that wall. Does take down Slasher from the anchor position, and now's the opportunity for TK to flood on in, but EnVy are still getting the spawns at the back of the map.
Trying to wallbang through the hardpoint. Goonjar unable to get any more kills with that Scythe. Is EnVyUs, man. This is, you know, everybody kind of expected them, I think, going into this hardpoint. But, I mean, really the only, like, kind of thing going for EnVy is TP, really, 20 and 13. Everybody else around even, you know, +1, Slasher's even negative. So TK, they're hanging in the slang department, but they're not really getting things done in the objective.
Yeah, and I mean, even in the hard point right now, there's one EnVy player. That's JCap just wreaking havoc over there. He still hasn't been taken down. Finally, Fury gets him. It only took 3 TK players to make that one happen. EnVy up by 100 seconds. There's no end in sight as they continue to pound on the score. They might 100-point club TK if they finish this game out strong.
Yeah, they could close out the game right here on this hard point as TK contest. Well, now they can't win on this hard point, but still a long road ahead of TK if they want to try to come back into this game, and they need to start by breaking this hard point.
For how dominant the score is in favor of EnVy, you wouldn't think they're outslaying by too large a margin. Yes, they are overall by about, 15, but still 223 to 94. And there's really no end in sight. Finally, TK do get a break from the orange and globe side of the map, as EnVy are running away with this game one like we all honestly really expected.
And Goonjar's having a great game at 26 and 18. He's got the most kills now at 27 in the entire lobby. It's just that he needs somebody to help him out. I mean, Sharp, he's going a little bit negative. He's -10. Neslo at -3. He was doing pretty well at the early stages of the game, and you got Theory at -10 now.
And not only is it kind of Goonjar who's that positive, but you might be thinking, well, you know, he's just playing around the hard point. He's getting the free kills. He's got a minute in the hill. He's leading his team in that category as well. So there's really nothing you could say about how he's playing at the moment. Just needs a better supporting cast. And you know TK can do it. You know Sharp, Neslo, and Theory are capable. But right now, they're just not getting the job done. Yeah,
it's a bit of a mismatch here in the respawn game mode. I think as EnVy proving to be a little bit too strong. They're up by 116 seconds. As TB continues to do damage near the hardpoint, he's got another Heatwave available. As he turns around, he's going to see some TK players pushing forward off of their respawn. As EnVy, they only need 10 more seconds to close out map 1.
They're doing just that. They've got Heatwave in the hardpoint, ready to go for TP. He's pre-aiming bricks. He gets one kill. The challenge comes in. Aches finds a second. And this map is going to be closed out right here as EnVy take it 250 to 115 in dominant fashion over the TK all-day squad.
I mean, TP has a great game. He finishes 32 and 17. Not too often you see Teep kind of lead the team when it comes to kills, as Slasher, he's got the most points. Well, no, he's just at the top of the leaderboard from what we see. The most points, let's go to TP. TP just dominates everything. 32-17, a minute 50 inside the hard point. Does everything for his squad.
If I was a father, I'd wish TP was my son.
Yeah?
Honestly, I wish I raised TP to be the man he is today. I wish I could be just his dad and call him up after night. Great job in league matches tonight, son. You really did such great work. That 32 kills in map 1. TP, thanks, Dad. Really means a lot coming from you.
What's stopping you from calling him up after this match is over and saying that?
Never got his number.
Oof.
Not close enough yet. It just shows that that's my fault. I should make the most of my time with him. He's a Call of Duty professional, and he showed it right there, taking down TK 250 to 115.
All right, so now it's kind of a stomping by EnVy. You know, they really picked up their slang towards the end of the game, but you know, on that first rotation of hills, it was very close. I mean, TK were in it at the very beginning. You know, the highest lead I saw from EnVy was really like an 18, 20-point lead, which is a pretty fragile lead. Just once that second Junkyard hardpoint came around, EnVy started to pick up their slang. They picked up their defense, and they ran away with it.
And it was a better job of using their specialists, right? I mean, they saved their Annihilator, they saved their Scythe, they saved their Heat Wave, and they just ran away with that hardpoint. Here's a look at some of the replays of that match as we get into the next lobby.
Yeah, but here we see, you know, Heat Wave's coming in. Nezel gets that kill through Heat Wave. TK, they take the lead here on Grandma's, and then as the second kind of rotation starts to come around, this happens. You know, Slasher picks up 3, and we step up their slang. They start to chain kills, kill after kill, and then TK, they start to slow down. They can't keep up with the slang from EnVy.
Yep.
As EnVy, they surge in the second half of the game and take map 1.
Pretty nice stuff from them as we get loaded up into the second map of the night. Going to be Breach, Search and Destroy. I mean, now you're TK. You got stomped in game 1. I think S&D's a must-win map for this team.
I'm going to maybe agree with you slightly there.
Wow, okay.
I mean, yes, this is a huge map for TK to win, but, you know, this is a good Uplink team.
Yeah.
This is a good CTF team. So I think those are definitely 2 game modes where TK can win, but I think if they lose this Search and Destroy, I think in terms of like team morale and kind of when you talk about keeping the spirits high, I don't think that'll go in the way of TK if they lose map 2 here.
I just love the way you put that. You made sure not to make anybody angry. You know, maybe, possibly, they could definitely sometimes win that one. It's like when someone asks you like a question that could really go poorly if you answer it in front of someone and you don't want to be embarrassed and you just kind of say every possible answer. Well, yeah, no. I mean, sometimes
I don't really want
to
be seen agreeing with you, so I kind of have to phrase it like that.
Wow, you always try to like degrade me as a human being, and every single time I'm just confident in myself, and I just try to build you up as well. I mean, Revan, look at how much you've grown since we moved in together as roommates. You know how to cook pasta now. I think you tried peanut butter for the first time, even if you spit it out. On accident. You know how to do your own ironing. I mean, look at you. You're a new man.
Rosa taught me how to iron because she didn't want to iron my clothes every day for me.
Of all those things, so far in the first month and a half of living on your own, the only thing you've learned how to do is cook pasta.
Yeah.
Well, as I sigh, I continue to think upon the series we have at hand. EnVy, I think now, I mean, they win this S&D, I think they 3-0. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Completely possible. I think EnVy is pretty favored in this matchup. I mean, TK, they've been struggling. EnVy, aside from, you know, this past weekend at LAN, they've been looking very good. Let's see what happens in this ban and protects process, though. Maybe TK can kind of do something to switch up how the game is played.
So far, neither team getting a ban out as of yet.
There's Thermal Sight, so the sniper is being targeted, but EnVy doesn't even really strike me as like a sniper team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
Overkill gets banned out from Slasher. That's a fine ban. Maybe TK go after the HCXD again as Aix takes out the flashbang. Of course, a high caliber rapid fire probably going to be highly prioritized between both these teams to get banned out. It's going to be the concussion from Neslo. So far, I think this ban and protects process is favoring EnVy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I actually agree with you on that one. Because as I look through it, I mean...
I think EnVy, like, if these are EnVy's 4 bans, I think they're fine with it.
And now they've got even more to work with. They're going to rapid fire. They're going to take overclock off the board.
Sharp comes high caliber.
Final 2 alive. If TP especially leaves Sharp to ban out high caliber, then EnVy, I think, win this ban and protect. And yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
So it's going to be the MR6 ban.
Again?
EnVy, they don't want to go after, or they don't want to go up against that pistol. So pretty standard, ban and protects. I mean, the snipers, they do make it through, but you won't be able to use the thermal sight on them. You won't be able to use overkill, but RK5, pretty good. Elkar, still pretty good. Overclock, that's becoming more and more of a common ban. Rapid fire and high caliber, those rarely make it through. In the MR6, we're starting to see that get banned out more often as we move into the specialist draft. Gunjar picks up the Vision Pulse while Neslo goes after Heat Wave. Camo for Slasher, Kinetic Armor for Aches. I expect to see Sharp pick up Kinetic Armor for his team as 3 goes after Camo. JCap, he's going to pick up a Vision Pulse for his squad as well. And Heat Wave for TP.
All right, well, through the Ban and Protect phase, Envy looking pretty solid, heading into the Search and Destroy. Now, Revan, I was just thinking, during that one, our week of Call of Duty we've just had. Let's go back to Wednesday of last week,
Okay.
or even, no, Tuesday. Cast the COD World League. Great matches, a lot of fun. Wednesday, Cast the COD World League. Great matches, a lot of fun. Thursday,
Recap show.
We weren't a part of it.
Oh, yeah, we
traveled to South Carolina. So long day of traveling. Friday, cast COD all day. Saturday, cast COD all day. Sunday, do the exact same thing again. Monday, the longest travel day of all time, sprinting through an airport. Don't make it back until midnight. Tuesday, matches get delayed, but we still do more work on Call of Duty. And then Wednesday and Thursday, casting more COD. Almost
along with a recap show.
Along with a recap show. So for the last 8 days, we've casted COD 5 of the days.
Ain't slowing down anytime soon.
I'm so
I love Call of Duty. I love Black Ops 3.
That made no sense. We've casted COD 7 days of the last, 9. Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. And it's only going to get better.
We
got the Stage 1 finals coming up.
I'm not complaining. I've casted so much COD this last week that I can literally see the future in what these players are doing.
You know what? Clint and Matt, they're going to be heading over for the Europe and Australian finals. We'll be here for the North American ones.
Definitely.
Stage 1 playoffs will be the next major LAN that we will be seeing these teams attend. As right now, it's kind of teams fighting to see who will not be placed in relegation and who will be fighting to be crowned their Season 1 champions. Of course, Breach, Search, and Destroy, the map that will be next in the series between EnVy and Team Kaliber. EnVy with a dominating performance there on map 1. But I was playing with Neslo and Sharp in some matches last night. I was playing Breach, man. I hit some 6 snipes. But this is a map where both Sharp and Neslo feel very comfortable playing. I mean, they practice Search and Destroy all the time. I always watch their streams whenever they're live. So I'm going to be looking for these 2 guys to step up for their team. Maybe try and lead them to victory.
All right, you say Goonjar is not one of the ones to watch. You say Neslo and Sharp are the ones to watch.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that one. When you look at EnVy, though, they went off a hot 250 to 115 destruction of TK in map 1. They look to continue that same path. In Breach S&D, I mean, this is one where TK just need to trade efficiently. They need to get the first bloods. And if Theory's rocking an AR this game, which he has done before on a map like this, you need to see him really be the first blood maker for his team. And yeah, he's got the AR ready to go.
Okay, so he's got the M8 in his hands. Sometimes you'll see Theory with the sniper out. Neslo with the bomb will be the bomb carrier. So you're just kind of zoning out over near top broken. Neslo being immediately aggressive over towards the middle of the map. Shots do go down. Hit markers are made by EnVy. They're just going to back up. They'll give up mid-map control. But coming along the flank, or actually it's going to just be TP. Maybe threatening the flank a little bit over near that A bomb site. Right now, both teams just holding their side of the map.
Yeah. Neslo just going to continue to peek out towards bottom broken. He knows there's someone in that general area, but he can't act on it as of yet. Sharp going to be the playmaker
I think
for
he
TK.
spotted Teep.
And I don't know if TP actually saw him, though. TP's going to wind up falling back. Sharp goes charging in, gets some shots down. Teep tries to challenge. Sharp is going to have to chase down this kill. He does get first blood for his squad, and that's going to give his teammates a green light to get this bomb planted.
JCap knows he's here.
JCap knows exactly where he's at. Sharp should fall. No! JCap forgot how to shoot there for a second. Already 2 kills for Sharp this round. Gonna leave Aches in the 1-on-3 as TK are primed to win round number 1 of S&D.
Coming along the flank, it'll be Goonjar. TK
Nicely
take
done.
round 1 on the back of a Sharp 2-piece to open things up. They plant the bomb at the A site. And from there, Goonjar finishes up the kill onto Aches here over near the middle of the map. Tough situation for Aches, who's kind of getting a hit from all angles there. Good stuff from TK, though. That's how they wanted to start.
I mean, that round's obviously completely different if JCap wins that gun engagement for Sharp, because then the person in bottom lobby has to focus towards JCap. Aches is still top middle and doesn't really have to worry about bottom lobby. Instead, though, it's TK up 1-0. Aches will grab his trophy, reposition it towards top middle a little bit more. But you can see with the X-ray vision, someone's sitting top middle. That's actually going to be, I think, Goonjar with his AR. Just winds up falling back towards B as Slasher gets first blood.
First Blood takes down Sharp, but TK trying to be aggressive over near the middle of the map. And EnVy, both rounds here, they're taking them pretty slow. Just trying to establish their control, see if they can catch anybody from TK overextending as Aches pushes in with the L card, takes down Nezlo. One more player to get past over near middle map. Actually, that was going to be Gunjar as TK, they just get picked off kill by kill here. No trades made as the bomb will get planted over at the A site. Theory gets picked up along the flank.
Is that a perfect round?
Right back.
Yeah, perfect 4-0 round for EnVy. Talk about a way to bounce back after going down 1-0 in the S&D. Slasher with that M8 makes it look easy down onto Theory. And you see a lot of these M8 players, and I think this is something that I mistake myself for, is I always aim so high up that I think my third and fourth bullets miss. These AR players, they aim right for around the waist, so when the shot goes off, the bullets travel right up the chest. Something I need to start doing more in my own personal gameplay. Maybe it'll help me get a little bit more one bursts in my favor. I
mean, if you're trying to learn how to one burst, just go watch Formal play.
Yeah?
He never misses a burst.
I agree with you.
And now it's going to be TK once again attacking over near the A bomb site. You got Theory putting pressure on towards the middle of the map. Actually, he's just going to reposition himself as Nezlo. He's going to get challenged. Is Theory? Oh, that's a rough spot for him as tried to use the wall run to spot over near the middle of the map. Just had no cover to hide behind as he had no thruster to get away.
Well, EnVy picked up 2 kills.
No trades.
Okay, look at how scared they wound up playing right there for TK. Sharp had to watch 4 different corners. He had nothing he could really do. EnVy just pinch on in. Slasher gets another easy kill down on the Sharp. And EnVy take their second round
once again, TK, they're showing just some completely different play styles, man. In the beginning of the Hardpoint, they play as a team. They work together to break and hold the Hardpoints. Second half, not the case. First round here, they play together, they work as a team, they win it. Then EnVy, they slow things down. They pick TK off kill by kill. TK unable to make any trades happen. As so far, once again, Gunjar falls, no trade made. Slasher has an angle on this player over near middle map. He's probably going to die here as he backs up.
Oh! JCap, with that first blood, gives his team entirely mid-control. Slasher should weaken the player.
Slasher's putting shots into everyone.
And look at how much is backing up TK. I mean, yes, he's not getting kills, but he's still getting his teammates map positioning. Someone, I think, just flew over from that B site. He has been spotted. Slasher will wind up peeking out. And oh my God, every time Slasher goes to chase down a kill, they wind up running away.
Sharp in a position to maybe contest over near A, but he's got 3 players to take care of, one of which is the bomb planners. He goes along the wall run while there's somebody watching that. It's going to be JCap almost won that gunfight, though. At Theory, he's under heavy fire, and look at his teammate Nezlo. He's on the other side of the map. These players are going to be unable to help each other out. Nezlo might find one here through the door. Yes, he does. Knows JCap is around this area. JCap, actually, that's going to be Slasher to clean up the kill.
That kill from Nezlo is the 1 kill they've gotten in the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, TK, they have yet to get a single traded kill, and it's showing as EnVy are now up 3-1.
I mean, TK, they just need to call a push and do it together. Whether they kind of overload the middle of the map with nades or something, kind of throwing danger close and rock 2 grenades. They just need to do something different, man. They're just trying to spread everybody out along the map. They're like, okay, you 2 watch mid, you watch left lane, you watch right lane. Yeah. That's how every round has been going for them. And now we see them kind of pushing B together as a team.
I like this.
Forcing each other to make the trades happen, but HCXD has been deployed as Slasher gets first blood on their Sharp.
How's business booming as Slasher gets the headshot down on the JCap. Nezlo still with that bomb, the HG. Doesn't get a kill. Nice use of flak jacket by TK, and that's no surprise because when you go for a push like this, you expect the players to use flak jacket when they have to force their way onto that B site. You saw one player from EnVy all the way positioned in the back of bottom lab, and this could wind up catching Nezlo off guard.
And now they're hesitating to push onto the bomb site. Nezlo's going to get caught out by TP here.
They're both going to die to TP. Oh, no. Theory does trade out the kill, and now it's once again a 1v4. Or 1v3, sorry. He did find 1 kill, but in the end, EnVy are up 4-1. They're running away with this game too, Revin.
I mean, TK, every round it's the same thing. One player dies, there's no trade. Another player dies, there's no trade. And from there, it's like a 4-on-2. They're not getting first bloods. They're kind of hesitating to push up on that B bomb site. That allowed TP to, push up into lab and play that area to close the round out. And Slasher's taken over. He's streaked out. He's got a dart. He's got a lightning strike. He's got 8 kills. JCap right behind him at 5. Things are looking good for EnVy here.
Yeah, when you have JCap and Slasher combining for 13 and 2, they definitely are looking good for the boys in blue. is going to cook out that nade towards top middle. EnVy waiting for another push through construction. It's something Sharp did earlier on when Slasher caught him in this position. Oh,
what?
Okay, the dart can't be called in from that little angle. Now he'll get enough area to be brought out onto the map. Sees one player, and that gets, what was that, shot down or crashed?
I think he crashed.
That's anticlimactic from Slasher. As now, do you think he uses a lightning strike to push this bomb right up?
No, I think the lightning strike is good when you have the bomb planted.
Okay.
I think he might use the ping. But the thing about, like, let's say they get the bomb planted at the B bomb site, they go all back up and just save that lightning strike and just have it waste so much time off the bomb timer. Oh. And it's a wide open site, so.
4v3 now, as once again, no trade for TK. They're going to try to hit that middle wall run. JCap finds a second kill. Another person hits it. They find a third kill, and now it's going to be...
That kill's traded out for EnVy.
Goonjar left in the 1-on-3 again. Every time it comes to this positioning, it's always a huge number advantage over to EnVy. 5 straight rounds now for EnVy, as they are just 1 round away from taking game 2.
All right. TK, you just need to change something up here.
Yeah?
I mean, whatever they have planned, it's not working. I think, honestly, what TK should do is they should look at the best teams in the league, go through their theater, and just copy exactly what they do. Because whatever TK has planned for this matchup, it's just not working, man. I mean, they combined as a team, they have 2, 4, 6, 7 kills. JCap has 7 kills alone. So, Vision Pulse gets popped here on the defensive end. And once again, early kills being made by EnVy to fall. At least they do trade 1 out.
Oh, Goonjar is there, but TP leaves Goon. Neslo in the 1-on-2, making a 1-on-1. Aches last alive. He's nowhere near trading out this kill. This is a potential round win for TK, as their backs are against the wall.
Aches, 1-on-1. He's got 2 kills. So does Neslo. Putting himself in a good position to maybe flank around Neslo. Actually might spot him here. Did Neslo spot him? Nade coming out. I think Aches may know he's here. Nope, now he does. Sees the trail end of that grenade. Reveals his position, but at least he can plant on this side comfortably, and he could go move into glass after. So both players kind of know where each other are at this moment in time. Aches now makes his way around through middle map. Neslo has heat wave.
So this, I mean, this should be a round win. He does heat wave Aches. He's trying to get the shots in, and yeah, there it is from Neslo. Nicely done.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, I saw you get a little nervous there for TK, but they're able to stay alive. EnVy haven't closed it out yet. You can see Neslo just does that panic heat wave. You know he had his fingers ready on the triggers to get that one in.
You know, it's weird because he plants the bomb on the other side of the site, and then he's like, oh, I have heat wave, so I should just kind of play near the bomb. Fortunately, off the back of a heat wave and a big round from Neslo, TK are able to put another one up on the board, but Slasher has a lightning strike. JCap has a lightning strike and a Hellstorm missile. TP has a heat wave.
I mean, come on. This looks like it's going to be the end of the game. First blood to Aches. They've got heat wave still. Slasher does stay alive. Another trade comes in from TP. He picks up 2. I believe that was with the heat wave. And now it's going to be Goonjar lifting the 1-on-3. That's going to do it. EnVy clear it out with a perfect B execution. And now TK are 1 map away from losing another series 3-0 in the COD World League.
Yeah, Slasher's here to pick up the final kill. Goonjar just not a lot of cover to utilize there.
Yeah.
As Slasher, man, 11-2. JCap right behind him at 8-4. Slasher continuing to impress me, man. This is my first Call of Duty I've seen him compete in, and he's really shown to be one of the best.
It's one of my reasons why I loved watching him in Advanced Warfare, too, because he started off at the first event making a name for himself when he won it with FaZe, and then carried it on throughout the entire year. And now in Black Ops 3, many people would say he's just as good, if not better. You mentioned how he was a potential MVP option for you in the first half of Stage 1. Yeah. He continues to do so with an 11-2 performance there for EnVy.
I think besides Scump, there are only 2 other players you could really throw up in that consideration. That's Formal and that's Slasher.
Okay.
And both have very comparable stats. I mean, I think Formal has like 0.01 KD more than him, but Slasher averages just slightly more kills per respawn over Formal.
Pretty ridiculous stuff. Now TK will go into evac uplink.
Do they have a chance?
They have a chance. I hate when people say that to me whenever I say that. They have a chance. Well, obviously they have a chance, but you know how I mean the question. It's more, do I think they have the morale and overall gameplay to do it? I love TK, but I'm still leaning towards no. EnVy just looking too strong in this series. A combined 19-6 performance over triple positive from JCap and Slasher as EnVy win that S&D 6-2. We'll go ahead and wind up starting up some replays here for you in that map. And it all started off really with that first gunfight win in top middle for EnVy, and then Aches with a beautiful push with the L-car into middle hut.
Look, EnVy had a really good game plan going into this search and destroy. Play it slow, play it methodically. Kill by kill, they picked TK apart. TK were really unable to trade any kills. And the kills that TK did manage to get, EnVy were there to trade them out.
Yep.
And that was the difference maker for me in that search and destroy. And that seems to be the theme whenever kind of watching TK play is, you know, they always seem to be kind of like one step behind their opponents.
Yeah, and it's definitely worrying for this squad because we've said it now, what, for four weeks where TK, they have to change something. They have to change something. They have to figure something out. And so far, they've yet to do so.
All right, so going into this evac uplink, it's looking very good for Team EnVyUs here.
Yep.
They had a very impressive first hardpoint game. They had a very impressive second search and destroy game.
Yeah.
So things not looking good for TK. Their backs are against the wall. Now's the time for them to turn up, if there ever was a time for them.
Oh, they're starting at Breach, which is not the right map. There you go. They switched it on up. Evac uplink will be the map. We've already seen so far today Overclock as well as Afterburner banned in both or all three of the uplink games. I'm pretty sure we've seen so far. Let's see if EnVy and TK follow the same suit.
I think Shiva will get banned.
Yeah.
I think High Caliber, Rapid Fire,
okay.
Overdrive, Tacticals, and maybe something else.
Overdrive first off the board for Sharp, not wanting to have to deal with that specialist at all.
Overclock.
Okay, I mean, I'm a fan of that. Get the two annoying ones out of the way up to start, especially in a game mode like this.
I mean, I'm surprised EnVy don't decide to use Overclock themselves because they're the ones out slaying TK. Maybe they would earn their specialist ability more and more.
Yeah. High Caliber with the flashbang and concussion.
Rapid still in.
That's going to go from Aches. Actually, no, Aches kind of isn't too bad.
Aches protected it over the weekend.
Yeah, maybe they keep it in.
I don't think, I mean, if they feel comfortable with it, I don't think they waste a ban on it.
Yeah,
maybe force Theory to do it.
But then again, JCap was very vocal about how Aches said, you know, this is something we need to use, and JCap is like, what?
He's running out of time.
What do you mean?
HC.
He's caught off guard by even his own teammates saying that.
All right, so no HCXD for this game. Definitely something you'll have to edit in your score streaks. Moving into the final two bans, Theory and JCap. Rapid Fire still on the table. It's going to be the camo. So what does JCap do here? He gets for a Rapid Fire.
Okay, pretty standard stuff.
Kinetic
that ban protect phase. No surprises there. Most teams electing to keep Kinetic in over the likes of Active Camo and Overdrive.
Yeah, I mean, you could just make some big plays happen with camo. You know, you go invisible when you're carrying the drone, just waltz it right into the opponent's goal for a dunk. Lots of uses can be gained from camo.
Imagine if camo didn't make the sound, how
it'd be so
strong
good.
it would be. I mean, there would literally be no downsides to it.
Yeah. I mean, even the thing with the sound is, you know, in the heat of communication, like everybody's so loud, talking as much as they can, sometimes they might not even hear it.
Yeah, this is true. As we head through the specialist draft,
Even, same thing.
mirror matchup on each side, really no surprises there. Theory and JCap, double Annihilator at the exact moment. Got to be a mirror matchup. No real surprises for me through that ban and protect phase for the specialist draft.
Does the ban and protect or the specialist draft favor any one team here?
Personally, for me, I don't really see it too much favoring either squad. They seem pretty comfortable. Even down to the final ban, they had a similar mindset. You know, they keep the game slower, tacticals off the board. They get rid of kind of overdrive, overclock as well.
Yeah.
But now, as we could potentially be seeing our final map here to finish week 6, I've got another question for the folks on Twitter. I've been reading them all tonight that have been in my mentions. Tweet them at RevanJB, at CourageJD. The question, which team has impressed you the most so far in week 6? It can be from any division. You got ANZ, you got EU, you got North America. Revan, if you picked one, who would you have to say?
One team that's impressed me the most, maybe I go with LG here.
Okay. They've kind of begun to bounce back, especially after South Carolina.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, it's Vitality. They beat Millennium. They try to begin to bring back their season. Can they do so?
I wonder if LG won their match tonight.
Yeah, I actually didn't even get to see. I know they might have had some player issues in that one. Not too sure how it wound up going. Frustrating for them, though, as we head into potentially our final map of the night and the week of COD World League.
Week 6.
EnVy versus TK. TK down 2-0. Evac Uplink is the map and game mode. Looking forward to getting things started.
Yep. All these players just finishing up, completing their classes. As they edit the score streaks, the one thing they have to do is just take out that HCXC, but I'm thinking maybe like Hellstorm, Lightning, Cerberus, or maybe even throw a Wraith. If you're Aches, you get Wraps up there. But it should be a pretty quick process, as we said it before, but it's going to be a mirror matchup. What's going to be available for both teams are 2 abilities in Heatwave and Kinetic, and 2 weapons in the Scythe and Annihilator.
Scythe and Annihilator, the 2 weapons of choice between these squads. Kinetic Armor, always useful, and then Heatwave, oh, it's just a fan favorite for everyone because of how flashy it is of a specialist. Oh, this has me worried for TK, man. I mean, so far they've struggled in overall the teamwork department. They got slaughtered in that first Hardpoint, and they struggle as well in the S&D, almost dropping 6 rounds in a row. I just don't know if they have what it takes to force the game 4.
I think, once again, kind of like the story of the Hardpoint, they got to find a way to combat the slaying of Team EnVyUs here. And once again, I'm going to start with my boy Slasher. See what he can do here off the start of Uplink.
He's got the M8.
MR6 makes it through this
The
time.
MR6 does make it through. TK putting a little bit more focus on it earlier on this series. Maybe they realize now, hey, maybe it's not worth our ban for this game 3. Goonjar does get the better of Slasher off the start. The rotation now coming in from Aches to middle map, and that's going to leave Neslo last alive for TK, a 2-piece on the TP. And overall, the first trade, Envy wins it really because JCap started off 3-0.
Yeah, JCap picks up 3 kills, allows for his teammates to push back up off their respawn. As Slasher going for a bit of a swim, he takes down 3, looking around for some more, has a teammate right next to him in Aches.
Nice
Slasher
shots.
finds one more, but coming around back, it's going to be Sharp who gets cut down by TP. So Envy, they control the neutral drone area.
This has been
as
so trade
falls, yep. Aches is going to push forward and try to gain some forward position.
This is really the furthest we've seen a player pushed up so far in the first minute of play. Aches putting shots down on one TK player. The drone does go in. Envy on the board after the first 54 seconds of gameplay.
TP using that laser sight
sight
on the VMP as he makes his way over towards the drone area. He dies, so that's going to give control over to TK. Let's see if they can make the most of it. As Theory spots one over on the side platform.
Nice.
Picks up the kill. That's actually going to be Goonjar and Sharp finding kills, but right around the corner. Looks like that's going to be Aches. All to
4 dead.
Yeah, 4 dead. Let's see
Sharp
if they can get the dunk.
pushing up alongside his team. He's 5-3. Neslo with the drone, and you shake your head at that one, Revin.
Well, he's backing
Maybe
up
he's
just
going for a one-pointer. Yeah, okay.
I thought that would have been a dunk opportunity.
Yeah, I can appreciate it. He wanted to go for the guaranteed points, just played a little bit more safe. Aches does a great job of clearing out Goonjar, and that's going to be full map positioning.
Ooh.
Back between these 2 squads. It's going to be another 3v3 engagement here at Glass.
Yeah, Sharp picks up 2 once again, and Sharp's off to a great start, 8-5. Definitely does not want to get 3-0'd by Envy here, and doing everything he can to stop that from happening. As Suri pushes forward, he's going to find one player over here near the back trees. It's going to be TP there to clean up the kill. One player coming through middle map. It's going to be Aches, and he's going to find an opportunity to do some damage. Find Sharp. Knows there are more TK players around the area, and he's hunting for blood. As Goonjar is right above him. One player from TK just going to back up. That's going to be Neslo. Aches has some work to do.
Yeah, you can see Aches just trying to sneak around. Beautiful shots down on the Theory. Gets the 2-piece on Neslo. And potentially the 4th kill now for Envy as Sharp is last alive for TK. Sharp will stop that push as Slasher has died. Sharp again gets the 2-piece. 10-6, the first player to breach that double-digit kill mark in this game 3.
Let's watch him Sharp as he goes. All right.
It's okay, Revin. I still appreciate you.
All right, so TP dies. That drops the neutral drone. So Neslo can go ahead and pick this up, but he's going to take some fire. Tries to throw it off the map. Fortunately for TK, Goonjar's okay. Trying to control top AC. Kinetic Armor will now get popped by Sharp. This could be a big play for him to make as he pushes in with the VP. Going to turn it around. Can't pick up the second kill. Slasher could get this in for 1 point. Tosses it forward. The heat wave not going to be enough to stop him.
That is an unfortunate heat wave from Neslo as the drone still goes in and he dies as well. Aches with Kinetic Armor. Expect him to pop the specialist as he soars into the site. Thankfully for TK, they did have an opportunity to get him very quickly out of the map, but instead it's Envy with the dunk. Now 3 points rallied on in. They continue to push this drone right into TK's base.
I think Slasher just goes for 1 here as they're losing control of TK's base. Yep.
5-1.
Good scoring series from Envy as Slasher maintaining this forward position. Man, if they had control over the drone area, they could just pass it right forward onto Slasher, and it would be an easy score for the Envy.
And really, that's what I like about this kind of side of the map for Envy is, you know, they just run the drone on up. Aches picks up another 2-piece. He's double positive at 12-6. EnVy just making everything happen in the series so far, Revan. They're playing confident. They're tossing the drones in for easy ones. One flank coming in from Goonjar. He's going to have to make a monster play for TK if they want to hold up their base yet again.
Yeah, over near top glass, he finds two, can't get the third. It's going to be JCap, never mind, he's dead. So Slasher, last one alive for EnVyUs. Now
like
TK are going to stabilize, regain control of their base. But 50 seconds remaining. They have time to get some more scoring done, but they need Sharp to pick it back up. He had a very hot start to this game, slowing down a little bit as TK were spawn trapped.
The drone being passed back and forth between two players. Now on EnVy's side of the map, 2 kills go in favor of EnVy. And you can tell Sharp realizes, well, I can't try to flank them right now. I need to try to hold from this glass area. He's last alive for his team. The objective already being pushed up, putting some shots down on the drone carrier. It's not going to wind up working out. TP resets his armor. He's got Heat Wave ready to go. He's just going to pop it and run it on in for a dunk. A 3-possession lead now for EnVy, as they've had a pretty darn good side number 1, up 7-1.
You know, I got to think. I remember talking with one of you guys in the office. I think we kind of looking at the results, don't EnVy have like the most 3-0s out of like any other team?
If I'm not mistaken, that's why their kind of map win percentage was so good, and that's why it gave them that first place spot when them and Optic were both tied in first. But obviously, as you know, Optic winning their match today, winning their match yesterday, sitting at 10-2 in the league. JCap, beautiful job with that M8.
Yeah, he had a hot start to this game too. He picked up 3 kills that allowed EnVy to kind of establish control early on.
Finished at 12-12, and you know TP's double negative, but hey, he's got 2 dunks already. You got Theory at double negative, and he doesn't have any points on the board so far. TK 5 minutes away from being 3-0'd by EnVy. We'll see if they can turn things around on side 2.
I was thinking Goonjar was going to go over near glass and take out the site, but that is something that TK have. As Goonjar opens things up, first blood of the second half. Make a 3 down for EnVy. This is the start that TK needed, but they have nobody near the neutral drone. It's going to be JCap trying to stay alive. Goonjar coming alive. Goonjar's
really impressed me so far tonight. Unfortunately for him, though, it's not a one-man show. He needs everyone to match kind of the slaying numbers he's putting up. TK will go for the toss, and they just whiff it high. And Revan, you're kind of face-palming right now. TK, you think they can't miss an opportunity like that, right?
I mean, really, any team can't miss an opportunity like that, and it hurts to see because Neslo, how many times have we seen players just set up for that exact toss? Like it's not like his first time that he's attempting that throw.
Yeah,
it's well known. Like you got to hit shots like that. It's unfortunate for TK, as now it's still a 4-possession game for them. 1
minute already off the clock in side 2. EnVy still holding TK to just 1 point. They've cleared out glass. Now they're going to grab this objective and try to move it up themselves. The Annihilator has been brought out, and the pain is ready to be done. TP picks up 2. Now they're going to go grab that objective yet again. TP's all the way in TK's base. He's just waiting for this drone to be pushed in by Aches. With kinetic armor, this should be a score with ease. And no! It's actually multiple submachine guns ready to go from TK, as it's a missed scoring opportunity where 2 specialists were used by EnVy for no reason.
Yeah, the Annihilator along with the kinetic armor. So TK, they're going to choose to wrap this, and I like what Theory's doing here. I mean, let's say TK wind up throwing the drone off the map. Theory's here. He's going to come around the side, and EnVy, they kind of have to turn around and be wary of their flank.
Neslo, unsure of where to go for a second. He's going to pass that one up off to his teammate. Now, Sharp, very close to that kinetic armor. He's just got 1 player to beat.
One-pointer.
He dunks it in, but you can just see how awkward of a timing that was. Now, Goonjar realizes they need to keep the objective pushed on up on the map. Gets 1, but taken down by Aches right after. Only 1 kill with the scythe is not enough, especially in a position like that in this game.
Honestly thought Neslo was going to go in there leading with the drone because he had his Heat-Wave available.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it would have helped in that kind of predicament as the player was too far out of the range, but still, slight example of TK not able to capitalize too much, and even with that one pointer that they missed earlier, instead of it being a 2-possession game, it's still a 3-possession game.
Yeah, that's most certainly true. It's going to be Slasher taking out his sight now, as he's looking to cut down these TK players. He's able to find 2, but JCap, the last remaining player.
Okay.
As Neslo cleans him up, once again, TK will stabilize, but they need to translate some of these kills and opportunities into scores as he just plays the drone. It will get reset. Gotta watch out for TP though. As TP moves in, he uses his Heat Wave. 3 down for TK. Sharp last one up.
Sharp on this full flank. Oh, some shaky shots, and he's gonna get taken down without a single kill. Slasher, no lead blocker, will die to the AR of Theory. Aches is at the portal, but unfortunately missing the kind of key to success there in the drone. TP doing all he can to just be a nuisance for TK. Will get an EMP kill, somehow gets a kill onto Goonjar and continues to follow this one up. TP is still alive. It's going to be a drone reset off the 15-second. JCap's going to have to run back for it.
Did Theory jump over him?
Yeah, he did. But TP's there. I mean, great positioning right now from Envy.
Yeah, TP maintaining this forward position for Envy as Aches tosses the drone for yards, trying to do some slaying to help his team out. Slasher's there to help him, and Slasher, well, the last remaining player for Envy, but time is of the essence for TK. You only got 1:20 left on the clock. Slasher sets up for the 1-point toss, unable to get it off. And now TK, they're going to wrap. They need a score on this push right here, and they can't really settle for 1-point plays anymore. They need to start moving in for dunks.
You can see Theory trying to go for that outer wall run, accidentally kind of clambered back up onto the map. Auto mantle there. Theory just going to go to the back, get the 1-point toss in.
Right,
so now
at least
TK,
they get a point.
They've got 1 minute left to try to work with, but they need map positioning. Sharp wins the gun engagement near middle map. He knows there's a second player coming.
Nice.
Gets the kill down onto Aches. Now they've got some positioning by Glass. 2 players beginning to push from Green. Who's hitting the side wall run? They have no idea he's here. He's going to wind up popping in for a dip. Slasher gets traded. JCap does die, but I mean, now only 39 seconds left. At some point, TK just have to grab this objective and just go for it.
Yeah, they're trying to get forward position with Nuzzle and Sharp, but nobody has grabbed the drone. Sharp now trying to slay over at the Envy base. It's going to be Theory picking up the drone. Going to try to go for the Hail Mary throw, but it is just too short.
That's it.
That is going to do it. Envy will complete the 3-0 sweep over Team Kaliber as TK struggles continue.
Yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head right there. Their struggles continue. JCap, oh, you fancy, huh? With that drone around the side of the map. Oh,
toss it to him.
Come on. Oh, God, okay. He does get turned on there by Sharp, but in the end, EnVyUs win it 3-0 over TK in dominant fashion from start to finish in that series.
Oh, yeah, you get another big game from Slasher as we see him here in the round-ending kill cam with the MR6. He takes down Theory, and he manages to stay alive on the map after that.
That's flashy.
28-19 finish for Slasher as Envy, they had control of that game from start to finish. Well, they had control of the entire series as well. They go 3-0 over TK in a quick way to finish the night.
Great night of Call of Duty matches between both streams. We saw 2 Game 5 round 11s. We saw a Game 4 where H2K just went off in CTF.
Yeah.
And then down to another dominant performance from Envy. They add on to their list of 3-0 so far this season.
We almost saw another loss from Optic as well as FaZe, but both of them clutching out in round 11. I mean, Optic Gaming, they were down 5-1. CLG, we're up 2-0 in this series. They had 3 maps and opportunities there to kind of close out the series against Optic Gaming, unable to do so.
Yep.
And then like we were saying with FaZe, they clutch up in Game 5, round 11.
I think the biggest thing, too, to take away, the courage curse has been broken. It has been widespread across the community that obviously some of those losses might have been from me casting. Now, though, it has finally happened. I cast them on LAN and they win. I cast them now here on the World League and they win as well. We have our scoreboard from that last game. Goonjar 30-22.
He did everything
Theory,
he could.
double negative at 12-24.
Yeah, that's rough. You definitely need somebody to help out Goonjar when it comes to slaying. Sharp did all he could as well, 25-23, but when you're going up against a team like Envy, you need everybody to chip in. You need everybody to kind of chime in and help out.
Here's some looks from the replays of that last game. Goonjar pushing up on the map. Yes, he was electric, don't get me wrong, but I mean, what do you I just feel bad. I mean, what do you even do right now if you're TK? You've mentioned role switching. You try to do all sorts of things, and every time it just ends in heartbreak.
I mean, look, they're going to have a long weekend ahead of them. We're going to be looking for them to be scrimming a lot. They have a big online tournament coming up.
Yep, this weekend.
So hopefully they're prepared for that. And, you know, they need to go back into theater, watch it together as a team, look at the mistakes they're making, and adjust to what the other teams are throwing at them.
Well, week 6. It's all finished from every single region. The